Hey y'all, this is Tamara, and welcome to TammyToosVintage. Today I've got some real goodies for you that I've picked up from several different trips to Goodwill. So be sure you stay tuned after the intro and see what items I've got to show you today. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to TammyToosVintage, where I share my love of thrifting, junking, collecting, and treasure hunting, along with some adventures in reselling too. You might even get a glimpse of my crazy life on the side. Hi y'all, thanks for joining me. Today I have a good haul video with quite a few items to show you that I've picked up on my different trips to Goodwill. Now, I am fortunate enough to live in a small town that has a Goodwill very close by. In fact, it's just a block or two from my kids' school. So when I'm in town, a lot of times I just pop in real quick, see what they have. Don't even spend very long there, and pick up some really neat treasures. I am gonna try to start videoing more shop along videos for you, but the way that I Goodwill shop, I'm still struggling with how to put those videos together. So be sure you comment down below and let me know what you think. Would you like to have little short, 5-10 minute videos of a shop along at one Goodwill, or would you rather me put several different trips at different Goodwills together? Or if you have another suggestion, let me know. So anyway, what I've been doing so far is I have been kind of waiting until I have enough from several different trips all collected together, and then I'll show you those on one of the videos. So let's jump right in. This first item, it may have snuck into another video, I'm not sure, but this is a cute little planter. This little mouse guy, he looks like he's made out of burlap or something. That's what's intended to be, but he is just a cute little planter, and he is by Lefton and does have his original sticker there, and he cost me $3.99 at Goodwill. If I remember correctly, the green was the color of the week, and so he may have been $2. At our Goodwill, the way they work is starting on Sunday, they post a color of the week, and from Sunday until Thursday, that item, any items that have that color sticker or tag, it's actually the little plastic piece that holds the tags on clothes. If it has that color, then they're 50% off. And then on Friday and Saturday, they have no color, no discounts. And then on Sunday, a new color goes up and they start it over again. And typically the way it works is the color is the items that have been there the longest. So that color-coded inventory also helps them know which items to pull because they have been sitting on the shelf for a while. So going along with the planter scene was this cutie. This is, it looks like a little birdhouse, and it's kind of cool because it does have this piece across the top, and then you would plant on either side of the little roof right there. And I was not familiar with this mark. It does have a mark, and it says Gerard Laguna Originals. So, Gerard Laguna Originals. So, not a super expensive piece, but I did look up comps on this, and I paid $3 for it, and I feel like it was going somewhere in maybe the $12, $15 range. So, at least I'm hoping to make a little bit of money on that one. And I thought it was cute, so if I ended up keeping that one, it wouldn't break my heart. All right, and so this one is kind of funny. I picked him up. He was $3.99. And he's a little monkey. He reminds me of Curious George, but the color is kind of wrong for Curious George. He's not super old, but he is an advertising piece. He's from Wells Fargo. Oh, got that upside down. Wells Fargo. And what's kind of funny about it is I think I already have one of these somewhere. I think he's in a box somewhere of some things I picked up a while back. But he does look to have his original stopper. He's got no chips or cracks. And he is just a cute little, I was starting to say piggy bank, I guess I should say monkey bank. And he is counting on an abacus right there. So I guess the purpose of this for Wells Fargo is to start kids early, teaching them to save money. All right. Next, I will show you these pieces. Now, these are staying with me because they are Pyrex. I very seldom find Pyrex at my Goodwills. This one was hanging out on a bottom shelf and I almost overlooked it. This is a homestead pattern. That's what you call this pattern. And this pattern came on these speckled, tannish, speckled brown bowls. And it came in both this blue and a brown homestead. Now, it is in kind of rough shape. If you are looking at Pyrex, especially Pyrex that has an all-over color like this, you want to hold it up to the light and look at the bowl under the light. And if you do that, you can see that this one actually has quite a few marks on it, little chips and things on the paint, but the bowl itself is in very good condition. It does look like it was used in a kitchen pretty well, which is wonderful because Pyrex are great kitchen dishes. So there's some scratches inside and the chips on that paint, but I didn't have this one, so this one came home with me. It was, I want to say it was $9.99. I took the price tag off, but if you do find Pyrex in our Goodwills here, they're crazy with their prices. So that's actually about retail for that. It's not one of the more popular pieces, patterns. It is a newer pattern, so they don't, even if you were to find them in like an antique store or full retail on eBay, they wouldn't go for that much money. And kind of the same with this one. This is an opal piece. In fact, I actually found another one of these yesterday at a thrift store. I ended up not buying it yesterday. I might go back later and pick it up if it's still there. But this is just the white borosilicate glass that is the base for most Pyrex. The Pyrex that we think of as being white, that's what this is, and it's just an opal divided serving dish. It is a pretty large size, so that's kind of nice. It is marked on the back 63, that's what it is, and 1.5 quarts, made in the USA. And there you can see, hopefully you can see the marks on the back. Yeah, no chips or cracks, so this one will be going in my collection as well. And I already have 1 or 2 of these and one in the smaller size also. Now, along with the Pyrex is made by, or the clear Pyrex still is, the vintage white Pyrex was, because it's no longer being made by the Corning Glass Company, which also makes Corelle dishes and Corningware. So some people collect Corningware just like people collect Pyrex. I'm not one of those people. I'm going to resist. But this piece was a lot of fun to find. And in fact, my daughter, my teenager, was with me and she found it. And this piece, the pattern is called Renaissance. And you can see the detail in this port during Renaissance time, all the hustle and bustle going on with the ship in the background. There's a neat carriage there, the people. I understand this was actually a copy of a piece of art, a lithograph, and they took that pattern and made it into a design for one of these Corningware dishes. This piece, I was like, wow, I've never seen that piece before. I need to do a little research on it. And what I found out is that this Renaissance pattern was a special limited edition. It was only produced in 1970, and most Corningware dishes have a clear glass lid. This one has a pebbled texture to the lid, which is kind of neat because even the lid is a little bit different. And so this, because it is a little bit more rare, it is worth a little bit more. I want to say the ones I saw online were in the $40, $50, $60 range. So that's kind of fun that we found a rare, I'm not sure how rare, but at least not common Corningware pattern. So that was fun. And this one will be for sale. Alright. I found these pretties. Now these are pink. I hope you can see. In fact, let me hold a piece of paper behind it so you can get see how pale pink those are. These are a very pale pink set of 2, and they are more modern reproductions of a depression glass pattern. And the reason I know that these are a more recent reproduction is because, according to my depression glass book, this pattern was not produced in this square soup bowl originally. Also, there's a difference in the pink. It was produced in pink originally, but the original pinks were a little bit deeper. It was still a pale pink, but not quite this pale. But I paid $3 for both of them, and so it was a good set. And even though I say they're a more modern reproduction, they are still vintage, and that they were reproduced, I want to say, in the 70s. So they're still old, not as old as the original depression glass, so from like the 30s. So that was fun. Let's go with these next. Now this was fun because it seemed like somebody may have donated a whole picture collection, and I found several pictures. I loved the lines on this, and you can see right there, it looks almost like there's a little flea bite. That's a flaw in the glazing. It is smooth, it is not a chip. But the lines of this are very Art Deco. I love the fan, the vertical fanned out lines on it. And from my research, this was from Kmart, I think, because it is not marked, but that's who I have found attributed to this vase, this picture online. But I loved it, loved the lines, loved the colors, and for $4, I thought I could flip that and probably make some money on it. So along the same line with the picture, this is a little bit newer piece, but it was lots of fun. It is a figural picture of a bunch of asparagus. Now, I don't like asparagus, but my husband loves it, and he thought this was kind of cool. It is an Italian piece. It is stamped on the bottom, CB, made in Italy. And I do remember that green was the color of the week when I purchased this one, and it was only $2 because it's marked $3.99, so I got it for half off of that. So that was pretty fun. And it's just a really nice, neat, fun picture. It would be good for lemonade or something like that. And then the third picture I got was this piece right here. And this one has me kind of stumped because when I picked it up, the feel, the wear on it, the wear on the bottom, the crazing, all gave me the impression that this is an old piece. And I still do believe it is an old piece, but I can't figure out who to attribute it to. I did look online. I found no less than 3 different manufacturers, different makers that were using a mold with this pattern. This pattern is called Bramble because it had the blackberries on it and the blackberry leaves. But the other issue I found is every other manufacturer, the painting was much neater, much more precise. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure who made this, but I do feel like it may be around an 1880s to 1900s piece. Just comparing it to some other pieces I have found that I do know have that type of age to them. I would consider this a Majolica glaze, which is always fun. I just wish I knew what was going on with the messy glaze. I kind of like that look. It's a little bit messier on this side. You can see how that dark indigo glaze kind of ran. They were not real precise on painting the leaves or the blossoms, but it is a really nice piece. Oh, and for that one I paid $4. So for $4 I was willing to take a chance and do a little bit of research on it. Alright, so then I found this little cutie. And she is a salt or pepper shaker. She was all by her little lonesome, and I couldn't stand to leave her on her shelf because look at that sweet face. She is marked made in Japan right there on the bottom. She is missing her original cork, but I'm just hoping somebody else will find her that as cute as I did, or maybe somebody has her friend and needs a match for that. So hopefully she will find a home with somebody who wants her soon. Now this little shaker is supposed to be a single because you can see right there on the front it says cinnamon and sugar. It's not super old because it is M.A. Hadley. It's marked on the bottom. I do have a couple other M.A. Hadley pieces. I've got a large casserole dish that I need to get listed. But I thought this was just really fun. And I loved the cinnamon sugar, the way it's written on the front. And when I was growing up, my mother always made me cinnamon toast where she'd butter it and sprinkle cinnamon sugar and then broil it where the sugar caramelized. Oh, it was so good. And this made me think of that. My mom did it separately, like she had her little cinnamon from the spice cabinet and then her sugar. But I thought that would be fun if I mix cinnamon and sugar in this already, ready to go for cinnamon toast. I might make it more, I don't know. All right, another couple pieces. You know, a lot of these are not that old, but they're things that I thought might sell. This one was really cute. It needs to be cleaned up. This is a cigar box purse, and it has Audrey Hepburn, who of course was a glamorous actress back in the heyday of Hollywood. And that is a scene from Breakfast at Tiffany's, one of her most famous and glamorous movies. And I loved this box, how they matched the color of the box to the handle and the motif and everything. It just looks very glamorous. Has a little tassel, a little purse charm, and the hinge, you can see on the inside, they put some velvet, which is really nice. And the hinge is kind of neat too because it has this little lock mechanism that will keep the purse closed. And this was $2.99, so for $2.99 I thought, you know, this is kind of fun. It would be a really neat display piece even if you didn't carry it as a purse. So I thought that was cute. Not old, but still cute. Alright, another item, not old, still cute, was this set of plates, which say Time for Tea and Be Our Guest. And these are from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. They are marked Disney Beauty and the Beast on the back. And then they also have matching mugs to go with them. So if you can see, I have the mugs and they say Time for Tea and Be Our Guest, and also marked on the bottom. And each of these pieces was 99 cents, so $3.96 for the whole shebang. You know, for $4 for this set of cups, of mugs, and little snack plates, I thought, sure, why not? But lots of Disney fans, lots of Beauty and the Beast fans, and these, I believe, came out about the time of the live action Beauty and the Beast, maybe earlier. I want to say when I looked them up. No, I don't know. I'm not going to say because I don't remember exactly. But they were after 2000, so these are not vintage. But I like them. And let's go to some animal things now. These are cute puppy dogs. These little puppy dogs are golden retrievers, and they are little tiny trinket boxes. They are from Rossini. They do have a mark inside, and they're metal. They're really pretty heavy. They have a magnetic closure, if you can see how it kind of snaps closed. They have rhinestones on their collars and their leashes, and they do look to be a set. This one looks to be a girl because she does have a little bow on her collar, and her collar and leash set is pink. And then this guy, his collar and leash set is purple, and he also opens, and you can see his little Rossini mark inside. And I just thought that they were very cute, so I did look these up, and these do sell, you know, for a pretty good price. And they were $1.99 each, so $4 for the set. That was a good investment. More animals. This was my score. I have to tell you, this was my score, because I have been looking for chalkware fish just because I wanted to find them, and aren't they adorable? All right, so I should say, they probably should hang like this. Yeah, they need to look at each other. It's a little boy fish and a little girl fish, and he has on his top hat and is carrying his cane, and she has her little umbrella or parasol, and I love her little curls on her bangs. Isn't that adorable? They are marked Miller Studios Inc. 1969 on the bottom. Both of them have that mark. They are chalkware. Unfortunately, Mr. has been repaired, and you can see right there his tail has broken off. You can see it even better on the back, but it has been repaired. I do feel like if you could match the paint color and just cover up that little crack where it shows, it would not be obvious at all that he was repaired. But they were just so adorable. And the set was $3. And when I looked up online for a set of these in good condition, were around $60. So I do, even if I was to sell her by herself, I feel like I could get more than $3 for them. So this was a good deal, and I just thought they were adorable. They were so cute. This little gal is a vintage Royal Dalton figurine. Her name is Monica, and she does have some three-dimensional little flowers there. Now, anytime you have these figurines or trinket boxes or dishes or anything like that that have these little 3D flowers on them, you have to check them very, very carefully. because they are very delicate and tend to get chipped. Now on this little flower right here, there is a little tiny white spot. I don't know if you can see that, if it'll focus. But I can't tell. It doesn't really feel like a chip. It almost looks like it just was they missed it when they were painting. So I don't think it is a chip, but I think all of her flowers and petals, from what I can tell, are intact. The rest of her is very good condition, no chips or cracks anywhere else, no crazing. I did pay $1.99 for her, which was a very good deal, and it does have the Royal Dalton mark on the bottom, and it has her name. So she's just really cute. I like her. All right. Oh, another thing, not old, but kind of cute, and I thought it would probably sell, is this right here. There's a lot of people that collect Le Creuset cookware for the kitchen, and I'm used to seeing the big cast iron pieces, and I have never seen the ceramic pieces before. I'm not a big modern cookware collector, so I'm not super familiar with the brand, but I just thought this was a cute little honey pot. It does have the honeybee on it, and you can see it's almost an ombre with the glaze where it's a little bit darker at the bottom as it goes up, and it does have the original lid with no chips or cracks. Unfortunately, it is missing the honey scooper, the little wand. I don't know what you call it, but I paid $1.99 for it, and looking online, these do sell. In fact, I don't remember if I even saw a yellow one, but you know, I can make more than $2 on it. This piece I thought was really pretty. I don't think it's old. I don't think there's anything that special about it, except I just really liked it. I loved the way the colors swirled together. It is a cased glass piece. You can see in the side it's white, and then you can see along the edge how there's different layers of the glass. That's called case glass. I love how the orange, the bright red and orange just kind of fade down, and then there's a little bit more of that color at the bottom fading up. There is no mark on it. The bottom, if you'll see, you know, it is finished. It does have a nice pontille mark. It's not super clear. There are some wrinkles in it, but I really thought this was a nice piece. And it was $3. So not old, not Murano, but still a nice piece of glass. And that's one thing I do mention Murano, because a lot of people get hung up on that and they think, oh, Murano, if it's not Murano, it's not worth anything. There are some nice glass out there besides Murano. So if you see something that strikes your fancy, somebody else will probably like it too. So don't be afraid to take a chance on it, especially if it's only $3. So we are down to almost the end, and the last few things I have are Christmas items. And one of the reasons I waited until the end to show you the Christmas items is because I am thinking about doing just a special Christmas sale, maybe for the month of September. I've got quite a bit of inventory of different Christmas things, and I thought it would be fun just to do a sale to get everybody ready and in the mood for Christmas. So this piece, this is a salt pepper shaker. It is a single. It is Fitz and Floyd. You can see the little FF on the bottom, and it does have its stopper. Not super old, but this has a peppermint Santa that matches. All right, so now this piece, a lot of people recognize this because this is the famous Christmas tree pattern from Spode, S-P-O-D-E. Very popular. A lot of people do cool expoed Christmas tree pattern. They have all different things in this pattern, from, you know, a complete china and all the serving set pieces that go with it, to some home decor items, trivet, quite a bit of things. But I paid $4.99 for this. The online comps, I want to say, are in the area of $50 for this piece. It is in great condition, no chips or cracks. The spout, which is one of the areas that always gets chips, is in great condition. The lid, also in great condition. The inside looks like this piece may have only been used for display, because it does appear like it's never been used. I thought this was a cute little detail. The holly branches there behind the handle. And it was marked on the bottom, you can see there, Spode Christmas tree, and the wonderful Goodwill sticker. So this piece was $4.99, and I should be able to make a fairly nice profit on that one. So this one was one of those things I kind of took a chance on. Don't know much about it, but this is also a Christmas piece. But isn't she adorable? She's a little shelf sitter, so she'll sit on the shelf and her little legs dangle, and look at those paws. Those are so funny. Dressed up in her fancy clothes. Let's get that sticker on. Now she was $5, so a little bit of a chance spending $5 on her, because I'm not sure what she'll go for. I can't find any comps on her. She has this cute little tail back here with a little corkscrew up. A very pretty outfit that, so her tail kind of goes like that. She has a cute little present she's holding. Her hat, and I'm not sure, there it goes. Has a cute little bow on her hat, and she is just a fancy cat ready for Christmas. My kids and my husband thought she was kind of creepy, doing a little jig, but I thought she was lovely. And she does have kind of a weighted flat bottom, so she can sit very nicely on a shelf. Anyway, I thought she was cute. I love her. And the head and the hands are kind of hard. I'm not sure. They may be some kind of very thin ceramic. I'm not sure. That's kind of what they feel like. They feel like some kind of ceramic. So there is the little Christmas shelf sitter. And let's see if I covered, oh, one other item I almost forgot was my little snowball. This kind of goes with Christmas. So on another YouTuber that I watch has been talking about glass called Costa Boda, and it's spelled Kostaboda, and it is Swedish, in the Swedish glass. And I found this is very heavy. I mean, this snowball is, yeah, it's got some weight to it. And I picked it up, and you can see on the bottom, right there, it does say Costa Boda. I hope you can read that. It is marked on the bottom, right above the Goodwill sticker. And this piece was $2.99. These don't sell for a whole lot, maybe $8. So not a huge amount of profit in this, but I was so excited to find a Costa Boda piece that I did pick it up and researched it later. So I'm not too disappointed, just because I was excited that I found it. All right, well, that looks like it is it for my Goodwill hauls. And Christmas Kitty and I hope you will join us next time on TammyToosVintage. If you enjoyed the video today, please be sure that you hit the thumbs up down below. if you want to, please share what item that I showed today was one of your favorites. I'd love to hear what you like. If you have any information on anything that I've shown today or think I've identified something incorrectly, always willing to learn, so please share that as well. And be sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode of TammyToosVintage. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see y'all next time.